Hello and welcome to our final part of our cloud productivity solutions. And in this session, we are going to focus all our attention onto one of the greatest tools ever invented, and it came from a founder or a couple of founders from Sydney, Australia. It makes me so proud that this tool came from Australian minds and entrepreneurs, and it is Canva. Canva. I'm sure by now a lot of you and many of you that are watching this training are aware of Canva. And for those of you that are using Canva, I've put in a lot of effort to hopefully give you a next level of use in this training for Canva. And for those of you that have never heard of Canva, you're in for a treat. And I think this is going to be a major game changer in your business. So let's have a look at what we have. But before we do, my name is Despina Karatius from Institute of Excellence. If this is your first training on board the Institute of Excellence train, welcome. I founded and started Institute of Excellence 5 years ago with the entire intent and purpose to ignite excellence in the small business community around themes related to marketing in tourism, digital and social media, and anything really to do with bettering ourselves and our businesses. My details to connect, if you have anything, any comments, any questions, please never hesitate to reach out. How to get the best from your training is to focus, give your time and attention to the tools and the insights that are shared with you, and I hope you can have a pen and paper or a notepad ready to be able to take anything that is going to be actionable for you. The goals that I have from this training are to create professional looking graphics, to eliminate costly outsourcing for your business when it comes to design elements, and to be a graphic designer in your business without any level of formal training, because we have a tool that's available to us now for small business that with a little investment of our time to tweak and get it done, that we can really empower ourselves to create some great design for our business. That's not to say that there isn't a space and there isn't need for professional graphic designers. If anything, this tool shows us that they're more valuable than ever when it comes to design, but it's certainly for a smaller business operation, this might not be, design is not a luxury that they have available to resource or, to afford. And this is a great way to combat that and still come and design professional looking graphics without the professional price tags. The 3 lessons that we have available today are lesson 1, introducing Canva, lesson 2, Canva projects and how to create your own, and then basic graphic design theory, tips and tricks for you to take away. Lesson 1, introducing Canva. Goals for this lesson cover all the core skills of using Canva, how to use tools and elements available to you, and where to gain free stock photography for your business and for your wonderful new design creations that you will create and produce into the world. To start with, Canva, as I mentioned, it's a graphic design tool website. It was founded in 2012 by a young woman called Melanie Perkins, and she has done an amazing thing for the business community. In its first year, Canvas had more than 750,000 users, and you're onto something special, and that's something you've really created, something that is, you've seen a gap in the market when you have so many early users. As of 2018, the company employs 200 people with offices in both Australia and San Francisco. In January 2018, so last year now, a company was valuated an estimated $1 billion. So setting up your Canva account, what you need to do, first and foremost, go to www.canva.com. And from there, you will see you will land on this page where you can see in the top left-hand side, the most important thing is the templates that you have available to you. You can see very much like the tools that we have available to us that all changes are saved automatically. You can change the name of your design. So I've got here just real features of where you can save your design and name your design, where you can share your designs, where you can zoom it in and out, and we'll go through many different other tools as we go along. Using Canva, one of the elements and a lot of how the software works is that you can drag and drop things into your project of what you're working on. So there are drag and drop elements in your design. You can choose from header, subtitle, or body text boxes, and adjust the font and size to complement your design when it comes to the text overlays that you choose. You also have different elements of changing the text color into your design element. So you can see here where the circle is changing your text color. But as you move along, you see the arrow more over to the left is where you can actually change the text style as well, the font. The background, you could use a Canva background, which you have many options available to you for free, where you can use as a backdrop for your design that's textured and more visually compelling, as opposed to a white background. You can also upload your own images from your computer or upload images from your Facebook account. Further to this, you can organize your design in your own allocated folders, which is very simple to create and organize your folders in a nice systematic process. And you can also have, where you see stars, there's additional feature. Excuse me, I just did a little sneeze there. You can also, there are paid features within the platform. I had used Canva for many years before I went on to the paid subscription service for business, so I don't feel like you need to, but you might see purchased options where there are features that you would need to purchase to have access to. Link apps with Canva. So there's a lot of other apps that you can use that you can link to the Canva. For myself personally, I've never had the need to link another third-party app. I've been very happy with what Canva has provided with the design elements that I use for my business onto itself. So this is something I want you to know about, but don't feel like you have to use. I certainly haven't in all my time that I've used Canva. So what can you do with Canva? First and foremost, you can provide a simple new way to design and to keep your brand assets for your business unified and looking beautiful, as if you have paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for a professional to do it for you. Further to this, you can allow your vision or your message and translate it into a design element that is something that you can be proud of. Users have access to more than 1 million images and graphics that are beautifully designed layouts and easy photo editing and filtering capabilities. This is where the gold is, that you don't have to think about what's going to look good and what's going to go with what. Everything is already pre-templated and pre-thought for you. All you need to do is change an image, change the text, and maybe sometimes you might want to change the color or add your logo, but the templates that are involved are the most valuable assets within Canva. There's also a social platform where you can make your designs public for anyone to see. So there's a social element within Canva that you could go and share within the thousands of people that use Canva what you've done and your work. Anyone, including non-designers, can design with Canva. I've had no design. I mean, before this, there was really no tool that was so cost effective and free and available for us to use. And you try to design anything in a Word document, and it's nothing short of making you very frustrated. And it certainly doesn't look anywhere near, well, you certainly can't produce the result anywhere near what you can with the likes of Canva. Canva's vision to provide an intuitive tool that allows people to create beautiful and professional designs, eliminating the friction posed by expensive and complicated platforms like Photoshop or InDesign. So these are the platforms very much used by the professional that have formal education in using them. To someone that does not have a design background, you do need an element of training. Now, that's not to say a lot of people I know are self-taught in programs like Photoshop or InDesign, but they are nowhere near as user-friendly or easy to use as Canva. And because, I mean, they're more advanced because they're used by professionals. And that's where Melanie saw the gap in the market for amateurs to design beautiful things for themselves, business and non-business. I mean, certainly when it first came out into play, that is the gap that it was filling in the market. Canva takes the thinking out of learning the user experience and the user integration. So you can spend more time creating. You don't have to think about the user interface that's gone behind what goes with what, and certainly no element of tech capability. It's very much a drag and drop and change a platform that you can save and upload and save as a JPEG or a .png file, and away you go. Canva's also had a strong presence in social media, in marketing for business, entrepreneurial space, and educational communities. Just again, because of the simplicity and cost-effective nature about the platform. It allows anyone to communicate effectively with many design types. And you can see there on the left-hand side of this screenshot, just a glimpse of some of the templates that are available to you and for free. Canva can be used for creating presentations for work and developing pitch proposals and creating blog graphics and social media posts. Tick, 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 tick. I very much use Canva for all of those different elements within my business. And even in the most recent years, I even use it for things like producing an invitation for my kids' birthday parties because it's just so easy and it's fun and it's something that we do together. What can I create with Canva? Canva gives you the tools that you need to create stunning graphics that convey your message and your brand and your colors. So it's something that very much now you can elevate your brand to something that's a lot more professional and aligned with who you want to be. So the summary for this lesson, we've learned very basics of why Canva came to be and how it helps you solve your design issues. So create and set up an account on Canva, use of basic features, and who uses Canva and what can be created. In lesson number 2, we can look at how Canva projects and how you can create your own work using the platform. So in Canva, the goals that we have for this lesson are to create social media covers and posts, say for the likes of YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, create your beautiful looking menus and brochures, and take your presentation design to the next level. Looking at this here, once you kind of sign up and you're in Canva, whether you're familiar with Canva or not, you can go in and you can use the search tool to let Canva know what you would like to design. So once you in this example, we've said, I want YouTube. So YouTube, you can click on YouTube and then it will give you option to either create a channel art, so your design for your channel cover, for YouTube, or a thumbnail for your YouTube, whether it's like the front cover of your YouTube channel or a thumbnail at the end of your YouTube episode. Now, once you have chosen what that would be, you see under templates, you will have access to multiple different templates that you may want to use for your, for your thumbnail of what you've chosen. So in this aspect, for example, this is a YouTube thumbnail, the actual front cover of a YouTube video. So rather than not having an introduction of a thumbnail of exactly what the YouTube video is, you could come in here and easily create something using Canva. Now, for example, I might say this is a thumbnail that I want to use, so I can literally go in. I might be happy with the image that I have, or if you look down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down the fifth, like kind of the fifth option on the right-hand corner of the menu, upload, I can upload my own photo, drag and drop it to take over this photo here, and I can take over and write my own title, Institute of Excellence. Again, this is something that I can do. They've already created the template with the right fonts and the color scheme, and I can just go on and piggyback up from that and easily just drag and drop a new picture, image, and leave it as is and just change the title, and I'm done. I can go and upload that thumbnail. How to make a YouTube channel art. So the other option that we showed earlier of what you can do, you can go in. So if you choose a YouTube channel art, Canva will spit out exactly the dimensions that YouTube requires to create the cover photo of your channel. And then I could go in and click, search the different templates, click on the one I want, and away I go. Further to this, you can create other designs. You've got social media post, presentation, a wide presentation design, a poster, Facebook cover, a flyer, Facebook post, every different type of design. And the no-brainer here and the value is that with these, you can see in here, even at a glance, they are all different dimensions. They are different shapes and sizes, because they are very much, the templates are customized to the different channel and the different purpose of what you would be. So for example, you want to create a flyer. Normally a flyer is going to be in an A4 format. So the templates and the design is very much geared towards that particular style. Okay, so again, it takes the no-brainer and takes the thinking out of it for you to just go in there and do what you need to do quickly. This is another example that if you were to say, I want to change a Facebook cover, we spoke about Facebook and I teach Facebook, and a Facebook cover is one of your biggest assets on Facebook. It's your billboard for your page, and something that I always encourage businesses to change frequently. Don't just leave it and set and forget it and never change it, from the year that you created your business page. And Canva gives you some great tools that you can go in and customize your cover photo to make it relevant to whatever the event or the special occasion or the season that you currently are in. Or let's go one step further and customize your cover photo to a special or a promotion that you have that you want to really promote, or an event that you have coming up. So Canva makes it really easy for you to come up with new designs for your cover photos to make your cover page, your cover photo, and your Facebook business page always looking fresh and lovely. So how to make a Facebook post. In the same way, you've got Facebook cover, you can go in and don't leave your Facebook, your Facebook page looking boring and off-brand. You can use Canva again, select from a variety of templates and make your next promotion or your event graphics, or is something interesting that is happening in your business, or even, I love to use Canva for business, particularly in repurposing reviews. You can come in and do a beautiful image of your product or your experience and overlay the text with something, a bold sentence that one of your users or one of your visitors or guests or customers has said about you. So again, it's a great way to beautifully present content in a more visually appealing way. How to make a Twitter header. In the same way, you can come in here and there's another option where Twitter posts or a Twitter cover photo can be used for you to make a new update your Twitter if that is a channel that you work on. So here I've gone into more detail about what all of the different tabs mean and how you can use them. The best way, my dear friends, for you to explore this is to just sign up. It's for free. You can sign up with your email, with your Facebook account, or with your Google account, and have a play. You will be blown away. If this is the first time you're hearing about Canva, you will definitely be blown away about what is available to you. And furthermore, you can, if you haven't, you've known of Canva, but maybe it's dropped off for you, just re-engage in a system and a strategy of how you can use it to have more, to play around with it and use it to promote your business in the likes of, what I mentioned earlier, even with like changing up your Facebook cover photo more frequently. How to design your presentation. Again, if presenting or you have opportunity to present in front of people, if you have opportunity or you want to use a more visually appealing way to pitch and create proposals for upcoming clients, this is another great tool. You can make it just next level in your presentations, and a lot of templates there are available for you to customize and create around your brand. So there's a summary of this lesson for you, again, that you can go in, and we've learned how to find, create and design anything from a YouTube, a Facebook, a Twitter, or a header into and a thumbnail for your YouTube channel, and many, many more. This is just a snippet of just a few things I've shown you, but depending on what it is, the system is the same. You choose what it is you want, and then you go in, you search the templates, and then customize them to your needs. And we looked at also just how Canva just give you a heads up that you can also use it to create wonderful presentations. I certainly have used that a lot when it comes to putting together proposals, and also all of my training guides and workshops and course content that I deliver. All of my brochures that I offer to my clients, I've all done them in Canva. And I know from quotes and work that I've done in the past with designers, I've done this, I would have paid hundreds of dollars to have had that done professionally. So that's a summary of our lesson, and we'll move on to our third and final lesson for this particular training. Lesson 3, we're looking at basic graphic design theory and some tips and tricks for you to have in your Canva toolbox when you're using this cloud service for your design elements within your business. So the goals I have for you here is to understand typography and font pairing, using icons effectively, and upgrading to Canva for work. So if you want to have some additional tools available to you. Now, when you're looking at changing your fonts, we looked at this briefly earlier on in our training, but basically when you go into your font elements and looking at your text capabilities, this is all the different tools that you have available to you. You can select the actual, you can select a different font, you can change the size of the font, you can change the color of the font, and you can also change the spacing of the text. Using icons, so in your elements you have abundant amount of different icons, and what I love about this is also for seasonality. So come around, particularly Christmas come to mind, for example. If you want to spice up any graphics with some Christmas vision or design, this is where you'll find thousands thousands and thousands, if not millions, of different elements that you can sprinkle on your design. And literally, once you find it, so say for example, I wanted to use this light globe, you would hold down and drag it into your design, which exists into this into the right hand area of your screen. Drag and drop, easy. There we go. So drag and drop, we like this glass. I'm going to drag and drop. What I've dragged and dropped is in the red, but I can click on that so you can see there's a faint square around it. So now it's Canva is saying, okay, we're only working on this element for now. So I can come in here and change the color, or if I wanted to flip the straw to the left for any reason, I can flip it as well. Easy peasy. Now, Canva for Work, so you have access to this for free. Everything I've shown you so far is for free. But Canva for Work is a subscription monthly model. It works on $12.95 per month, and there are some additional things. So you can see free forever Canva. You can see on the left-hand side, it gives you, you can have up to 2 folders. You can have a team, because this is another great thing about Canva. If you're collaborating, you could create a design, and in the same way that we looked at the other cloud productivity tools that we've discussed in this training, you can tag team members to kind of go in and say, oh, what do you think of this? No, I don't like that picture you use something else, and so forth. You have up to 1 GB storage for photos and assets that you upload. You can upload your own images, and you can access millions of photos. Now, in the access of the millions of photos, so even though it's for free, you might have photos in that Canva provides you that you like, but they are $1 each. So that's how Canva started its business model, and that's how they started to monetize their business, until they moved to the next level and they introduced Canva for Work, which gives you a whole lot more of capability that you can look through there, where unlimited folders, you can have up to 50 team members, unlimited storage for all your assets that you create, access to over 8,000 templates, upload your own images, millions of photos. The biggest one the biggest, I guess, feature in this is the next one, which is magically resize your designs. What this means is that if I create a design for Facebook, for my Facebook cover, if I'm in the free account and I've created a design for my Facebook cover, I would literally have to go in, copy that, and create a new template for a Twitter cover image for the same thing. So if I have a new event and I want to make my cover photo on Facebook and Twitter, a design for, a promotion for this event, if I'm on the free account, I have to create it in Facebook and then open up a new template and start all over again for the dimension of the Twitter cover photo, because they're not the same sizes. The magically resize your designs means, what it means is that I can go and create a Facebook cover, and through magic redesign, I can say also produce, replicate this for a Twitter cover photo, for a YouTube cover photo, as a Facebook post, and it automatically gives me the same design in all different other design elements that I've chosen. And I found that to be very beneficial for me to part with my $100-something a year for the use of Canva. In saying that, you don't need to quickly go and do this straight away, okay? Have a play in it first if this is the first time you're hearing about it, and then if you find that you have the same challenge or it takes you a lot of time when you're reproducing designs for other platforms and other sizes, then it might well worth be your investment of $12, $13 a month. Further to this, you can upload custom fonts for your brand. You can set color palettes for your brand. Say for myself, it's very much black, white, and gold are my colors. So I've been able to, just gives you a little bit of a branding tool that you can create, so everything has that same visual element to it. Save templates for your team, organize your photos with folders, easily find your designs with search and priority support. But like I said to you, I mean, I know all of the other tools are available to me, but that Magic Redesign is pretty much the only reason why I upgraded to the business, Canva for Work, which is essentially the business account. Some Canva shortcuts for you. If you press T on your keyboard, and a text box will appear in your design. You can use one of many available swirls to add a flourish to the end of your words this way. So that's something that you can have a play with. Group elements, so you can select elements and group them by holding down the shift key, so you can bring things together within your design elements. And again, this is something that you may never have the need to use, but worth knowing that it's there and having a play when you want to take things next level. If you're trying to center your text on an element, then make sure your text box is the same width as the element. So this is something that to be mindful when you're creating design from scratch. When we want things, symmetries is important with design, and you want that to be aligned. More elements with arrow keys. Again, you can see this in terms of you can use the arrow, move elements. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard. Sometimes when you use, you just want to slightly move something up by a, like a tiny little millimeter. Sometimes you can kind of use shift and your arrows to move things around with the arrow keys on your keyboard. Use Canva Frames, so something like this is very easily achieved. And you can see there in the search alphabet, and then it will give you, anytime you see this kind of blue sky and greenery, means that is that's the default for Canva to say we currently don't have an image as a background, and what you'd need to do is upload an image or use a Canva image that you can drag and drop into that letter, and it will override that default setting. Convert to uppercase. So if you want your fonts, and you've already got it set in lowercase and you can't be bothered overriding and retyping in caps, you can do that using the Command Shift K or Control or Command Z to undo. Adding a border around your text is also something that is available to you, and there's the command keys for you to do that. Selecting elements behind other elements. So if you want to kind of put things on one on top of the other, this is also something that you can do, or you can easily drag and drop these elements as well. And you can use the arrow keys on pretty much anything, as long as you've selected. Whatever's selected is what you will work on. Moving elements, here are some more commands for you to have in your back pocket when you as shortcuts within Canva that you can use with your keyboard. For those of you that like to do things that way. There's also a grid. I mean, again, this is a bit more advanced. I've never had the need to use this, but if this is with your theme, and this is more if you're creating things from scratch. So if you really want to design something that you've got in your mind, or you want to replicate something you've seen and you don't see a template for, this is something that you can look at, using a grid as your as part of your design process. I should also mention here, in terms of designing your own, there's great tutorials. So if you go into Canva, you'll see they have their own little version of a design school and free courses within Canva to give you some basic tutorials on how to design your own designs. feel free to go in and have a look at that as well, to give you some very good introductory through to intermediate and advanced training solutions within the platform. But certainly just going in, signing up and using this as a great, introductory free process that you could go in and have a play. Basically what I'm saying is don't be overwhelmed with it. It's very simple. Just the simple elements that you could go in, sign up and have a play with is, essentially what most small businesses need and can find a lot of use from. So summary for this lesson, we've learned how to change fonts, how to use icons in your designs on Canva, how you can upgrade to Canva for work, and some my main reason why I did that, and some tips, tricks, and basic shortcuts for you to use the Canva platform. Course summary, we looked at the introduction of Canva, Canva projects for you to start your own design work, and the basic design theory, tips, and tricks. Good design is good business. First impressions count. It's true, you don't get a second chance to make a good first impression, and using any type of word art things, that we're sharing, particularly on public forums like social media, on our business pages, we all need to elevate our opportunity to make the best first impression that we possibly can. And Canva is a great cloud tool that gives you productivity and cost effectiveness, so you can save time and money when if you're doing your own design work anyway. Stay connected. Again, if there's any questions or comments, please drop me a line or connect with me on any of my social networks. I hope you have enjoyed this Canva tutorial and introduction to Canva, and for those of you that have watched all three as part of the cloud productivity solutions training series, I'm very grateful and I thank you. And for today and every day, be excellent, my dear friends, and I will look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Okay, thank you. And if you'd like to stay connected, please visit me at instituteofexcellence.com and sign up to my monthly or weekly newsletter, where I always deliver something useful and related to how to best effectively manage your digital social media, and where possible, I always add in an element of tourism marketing training there too. All right, thank you very much, and I'll look until next time. I will stay well and stay healthy and stay happy, and I send you lots of excellent love to ignite everything that's within you to take your business to the next level. Bye for now.